Yeah, that is right. But the Red Wings absolutely destroy the Capitals yesterday. And it was neat. And I'll kind of start off here, D-Mac. Here's what I liked a lot. I watched the game, and I do this more than probably most people do, and I guess it's kind of weird, but I like to watch the visiting team's broadcast, which, you can do that in today's day and age. So I was watching Washington's broadcast, and they were just like, I believe the exact quote was from their play-by-play guy, "We haven't seen this version of the Red Wings in a long time."
Oh, 100%. You haven't made the playoffs in 7 coming up, 8 years and stuff like this. And the biggest thing is, what do you see game in and game out? We sat here last week, right? They were going on a 6-game, 5 out of 6 games. We're at home and home streak. It was saying, what do you have to come out because you're playing tough opponents? What did we sit here and say? You're playing Washington. Those are 4-point games. What did you do? You just separated. You also last night, Jersey lost, Toronto lost, right? The one thing, the two things, right, is what you're seeing. And Shane, if you listen to the interview, the Gostisbehere, he's got 10 now. Mm-hmm. First time since 2015, a couple of D-men have got multiple goal games, but you got Wallman and Gostisbehere 10 goals. That adds 2 more guys because Kane got it. So what do you got? 9 guys over 10 goals
14.
now?
14.
14?
Yes.
Insane.
Holy Jesus. Maturity, right? And to the defensive side and that belief. But, there's this one thing when I watch the game. Yes, I see them. They're going to still give up a few chances in here, but they don't give up that second chance. I mean, most side are out there doing the dirty work. You're going to always look to the goals in the 8-3 game, but look at the shots that he blocked and the way that they're clearing out. Everybody's coming back to the middle. Alex Lyon, to me, right, is the MVP of this team. Without him making these saves, what did we say earlier on, Neil? We just need a guy to make a save. And that's what's happened. So it's confidence as they're building, right? But this is legit. And you feel it because they're building their momentum, their maturity. You look at the balance that they have. I mean, yes, and I say pump the brakes. I know everybody's excited. I mean, I get tweets that my, Wings win and my pants are tight and all this,
and that's fine. That's fine.
That's all good. But let's temper it back because this is the one thing. You're going to expend all this energy like you don't believe you belong. Start understanding. What does Steve Yzerman always say? It's not about trying to win a championship. It's building the foundation to be back and solid to whatever. That's what you're seeing. That's what you're seeing with the development and, with Patrick Kane coming in because of the maturity I see in the chat thread, the maturity of Lucas Raymond. You get the fact that you have 2 legitimate scoring lines that can score. Look at some of those goals last night. Tic-tac-toe. What did I say about DeBrincat? He's streaky. He reminds me of scoring like Shanny does, so when he starts scoring, they're coming in. But they don't have to rely on their top guys. But their top guys are playing with the most confidence. To me, it's always in the defensive game. And to me, that's looked as good as anything. So to me, it's this real vibe. It's the same thing as when did we believe that it was the same old Lions? Because I don't think it's the same old Red Wings. Does that mean playoffs right now? No, they still got ways to go, but they're taking care of business.
Yeah. I think I'm comfortable with them being they're in. They're in, and I know it's aggressive.
But you're not.
They're in.
Okay, remember where are you? You were 100% when you said Lions own the North. That's it. About 6 games in, you were like, "This is our division."
Yes, and that's the vibe right now. They're in.
You're right there.
They're in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, we don't have to worry about that. What do you got, KG?
My question to y'all is: have your expectations changed? Is it still just good for them to make the playoffs, or do you think they're capable of more?
And here's the other thing. And my other point: maturity. But look around the league. You're healthy. You're healthy. So. Right. I also believe that you can, afford a couple guys to go down. You look at, nobody talks about, Fabry healthy in this lineup makes you a goal better. I mean, it just does because of what you can do. So the fact that if they can stay healthy, Neil, absolutely 100%. Right? You can get comfortable being a playoff team, but you still got ways to go. Now, what I like, what goes with maturity, it's Next game up. Next game up. Next game up. And they're enjoying the journey. Do these guys look like they're having fun? Because when you're having fun as a professional, that's when you're being successful.
Yeah.
To give some context, the Red Wings had 7 players score double-digit goals last year. The whole season.
That's crazy.
That's the whole season. And
you're going to have 4 or 5 hit 20.
Yeah, you absolutely could. Sider's got 7. So, Raymond's got 17. Sprong's got 16. Obviously, DeBrincat's got 23. Larkin's got 26. So it is. It's absolutely balanced. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Just a fan. Red Wings are playing a much better disciplined team defense. And I've been trying to think about how I would go about that, just in terms of, how do you want to break this thing down? Because disciplined team defense, right? There were still moments, and like if you wanted to get granular and say what are some reasons why you don't think the Red Wings could win a round or series or 2, in the playoffs, we still saw it yesterday, and they got away with it a couple of times. And DMAC, look, the offense right now is clicking. They're on one of those runs. You get those during the course of a season. For the whole crowd, and I'm hearing this around town. Heard it this morning on the way in, the expectations have changed. I expect this team to win a round of the playoffs. When we come back, I want to address that.
Break that down.
Because I feel like we're getting a little aggressive here all of us. So, I know we got the car, and look, I got the car flag up.
Yep.
Spenmo's got the car flag up. We revived this movement. Mm-hmm. We did that. But there is a line, DMAC, and KG asked a question, and for me, DMAC, this is enough. Do you want more? Obviously you want more. But I'm not going to say, expectations change. If they got to play Florida in the first round of the playoffs and they get cooked, it's a failure. No, I'm not going to do that. That's absurd to me.
Took the clock off. Let's make the playoffs
that's it.
And move on, right? The whole thing, it's the same mentality we had with the lot. Let's just wait and see how it all plays out, but let's get there first. That's number one. Yeah, and then your expectation could move because you know what? This team is set up as a playoff team with the balance and stuff like that. So just let it play out. And you know what? You won't know who you play till the last 2 games of the season anyways.
Yeah.
You put my clock into your mouth. Yeah, exactly. You're smart.
Well, they were chanting, "We want the cup" last night. So,
Yeah, hey.
just so you know.
For sure.
Good. Well, go ahead. And that's okay, right? The fact is, feel it, vibe it. Everybody in that building. That's the idea. Get it going. I mean, you play like that every night, you got a shot to win the cup.
I'll tell you what, I'm starting to want Tanev more and more. I think you would just be a perfect addition to solidify that top 4. But all of the points, all of the goals scored, it was great last night. My MVP last night was Mo Sider. How many shots did that guy block? How many Ovechkin one-timers did he take off the thigh board? It was just amazing to see him. And the one he stopped led to that shorthanded goal. It's most.
And those are the little things, right? I see it in the chat thread about Joe Veleno.
Oh, great
right?
shot.
Just
what a shot.
But just the fact that guys stepping up, right? Different guys throughout the lineup. You look at the 2-on-1, Cop and Confer. The execution. You look at the 3-on-2, tic-tac-toe, Larkin, Kane, Larkin, DeBrincat, whatever like that. The boys are feeling it. When you're feeling you have confidence on the ice, you can do anything, and especially together, you're not afraid to make mistakes, right? Because other guys are battling it up, and you're in it together. And what you're seeing is what I talk about, is the guy next to you is more important than you are to yourself.